My father and uncle who started the business were always entrepreneurs. And so that had been in a family background that I grew up in. I always knew I sort of wanted to not work for a corporation, work in the family business or work on my own. I've been fortunate to work both with two cousins, and together we've created a good opportunity that has allowed now the third generation to join.
I grew up in an entrepreneurial family, or at least a business family, where, every night at dinner that, basically business was talked about. My mom and dad and other relatives all work in the same building, and it definitely seems to run in the blood. And now we have three generations all in the same buildings working together.
Scott, certainly as it pertains to being an entrepreneur, is coming from a family whose business was so successful. He decided there's many ways that we can expand the services and the products that we provide, not only through the existing channels that they have, but different ways in which they could reach out and grow the business and find new avenues for success.
I've known Scott for 40 plus years. I've done business with him for about 10 of those years. I've known Beth in a different light. I watched her start her company as true entrepreneur that she was, and she really got out there and developed all these client relationships over time, and I was there in the beginning watching her do that.
Preparation helps you make your own luck. And I do believe that there are lucky people, but there are people that also focus on making their own luck. So if I was talking to a student, I'd say first, find an industry you really like, and then don't be afraid to get knocked down. And then you really have to be prepared so when the thing happens that you've been waiting for, you are ready.
So I have worked with them for about 7 years, and they are highly energetic. They are extremely intelligent, and frankly, two of the best humans that I've ever met. I mean, the way they run their businesses, they are the only people that I would work for at this point in my life. They are just very considerate. They think about the human.
I think the desire and the pursuit of excellence, the hard work it takes to get there was ingrained in us as kids. And I think the ability to communicate and work effectively with others, that's one of the reasons why we still are relevant and the business has been successful to this day.
It's really important that we teach the younger generation entrepreneurship, because that really is the generator for economic prosperity down the road for both them and, quite frankly, for their communities.
People long to have a relationship and to be listened to, right? And if you can be a good listener to your community and your employees and your customers and one another, you're gonna have some real magic happen. JA does so well with the most vulnerable population, which is people that are learning, our students that are learning, and we want them to in turn be those people in our community.
Scott and Beth, congratulations. Well deserving of this award. It's quite an honor for the two of you to be inducted together, because when I think of you two, I always think of what you've done together for the 40 plus years that I've known you.
Both of them are always striving to find ways to take something that's natural for them and put that back into the community. And I think when you're able to recognize a strength and put that out positively, not only in your family and out to your friends, but into the community in which you live, wow, that is the recipe for success. And the two of them exude successful entrepreneurial spirit.